Welcome one, welcome all. We are here for Top Cut Grand Finals in our first ever Stronghold Beginners Academy tournament. And what two teams we have in store for us? We have Whale Shark Warriors, who we just saw won a very, very close set against Less Than Three. And on the other side, the Five Wishes. They also won a very close five-game set here. My name is Rocket, joined by Snug yet again. And before we kick things off in the actual game itself, we have Fisk here back again. And Fisk, I need to ask you, what are your thoughts on that thrilling performance by Whale Shark Warriors?
That was an amazing set. It was like back in staff call, we were like screaming at each other because like the representative of Less Than Three was there as well. And it was genuinely the most exhilarating match to see.
How much trash talk was going between the two representatives? I gotta know.
A little bit. Um,
Was it was it my team's better
was,
than your team? Just kidding, just kidding.
was mostly focused on the game, but there was a
Just
little
gotta,
bit between
gotta
the
keep it
teams as well, I'm
professional.
pretty sure.
Gotta keep it professional, you know?
Yeah, gotta keep it somewhat professional until the mic's off, of course. uh, anyways, so how do you feel about the performance so far? And by that I mean, how do you think the teams have? Well, the team has worked together. How do you think they've managed to get around each other's weaknesses?
They have done amazing, especially in like the pencil comp. I think they've played around each other very, very well. And like morale is at an absolute high right now after that set. Like that set was I think the closest one and the one that's like Less Than Three feared the most in terms of the opponents. Because like Less Than Three is a really good team.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
beating that team in such a close set in like such a like exhilarating game five, and the games before as well, super close. That just means like morale is at an absolute high, and I think we'll go stomping into this next set.
Hmm. Well, I
I mean,
don't blame the
indeed.
morale for being that high, that's for sure, because they managed to claw their way up to this one with a game five. It was a really close game too. They almost let it slip, but they managed to grab fate and take it by both hands. And I do believe no, we don't have nothing waiting, do we? Well, we do have
Uh,
some.
Actually, we do have something waiting. We have Ezio, the representative of the Five Wishes, waiting for us. But yeah, we saw how well Whale Shark Warriors did, and let's see if they can keep up the hot hand. As I'm sure Fisk, you're hoping they are keeping that hot hand.
Hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us once more.
As we wait here, we will wait for Ezio to hop in and give their thoughts on the Five Wishes here. The representative for the Five Wishes, of course, just beating and narrowly beating Proceed Parade in their own best of five. Welcome, Ezio. And what are your thoughts on that matchup and how the Five Wishes handled that up until the very last moment?
Well, it was kind of a rematch from round one because round one we had a sub because Hugo overslept.
No.
Um, so we had a sub for the set and ended up losing, and then we got our actual four members in, and we were able to win that. And with a little help from Badman and me after that as well, a little bit of coaching in between sets helped them get that win, and also them just playing really well.
Watch out, enemy gamers. I slept 9 hours last night.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Uh,
evidently the Five Wishes have been truly awake as they're here. I mean, what have they done well so far?
they have done well just getting it as far as they did. Like, I've always since I said at the start, these people are going to win this tournament, and they are doing amazing under pressure, and I think that's really something that they have come a long way with, and I'm hoping to see them more and do good stuff.
I
Sure.
mean, so how do you think this is going to go? What's your okay? What are your opinions on the performance of your opponents for this one? Well, your team's opponents, of course.
I think they did really well, but I think they're predictable enough to where I could tell my team how to play, and they will be able to counter their weaknesses.
So the puppet master with the strings, then.
Yeah.
Very interesting
To be fair,
indeed.
I wouldn't put it past both teams to have been. Well, I wouldn't put it past Whale Shark to be right now looking at the replays, or maybe well, then again, Five Wishes has been doing their own matches, so let's see if either of them have been taking notes. Because, well, doing research on your opponents is always a good idea, but when you're in tournament bracket, it's a bit difficult to keep your head in that one. On that one. But both teams are probably riding on a very big high right now. Let's be real. They've managed to claw their way into finals, and well, the podium, the first spot podium is right there. Now they just got to. Now there's one team. Well, both teams are standing in each other's way. It's like Mexican standoff, except it's of four people in a line. It's weird. I'd say there's one person standing in their way, but that would imply that that person is ahead of them. Huh? I don't know. The metaphor's already breaking down. I'm going to hand it off to Rocket before it gets worse.
I mean, I guess what else we can say is, I mean, what is your message to your team here? I mean, this is do or die. This is the inaugural tournament on the line here.
Win or lose, I'm proud of our team. They've come such a long way. They've taken every single criticism, not to heart, from me and Madman. And overall, like I said, win or lose, I'm so proud of how far they've came, and I hope they win.
Well, thank you very much for your insight so far, and I do believe we will be getting into the matches soon. So, once again, thank you very much, Ezio, for your time and your insight. So, yeah, how are you looking forward to this one, Rocket?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pumped up. I mean, we saw how close those semifinals matchups are, and kicking things off in our grand finals, we have pretty much, I believe, one of the sandboxes in terms of Splatoon 3 competitive in general. Our game number 1 will be Splat Zone's Barnacle in Dime. Now, particularly, we know what Whale Shark Warriors likes to run in particular with that sploosh we've mentioned time and time and time again. Zura's just presence and pressure that they can place, and on flat maps such as Barnacle and Dime, that hammer is gonna come in handy.
Open ground is a mobile weapon's very best friend. Of course, you've also got plenty of ways to catch one out. Because Barnacle and Dime does have a fair few sightlines as well, so I'm willing to bet that a backline can definitely put a wrench. Well, not just a wrench, but a whole bunch of spanners in the cogs of the enemy team.
Yeah, 100%. And taking a look at this set as a whole, any of these map mode combinations really interest you in particular here, Snug?
I'm interested for Undertow because, well, Undertow is one of those maps where you've got the most conventional route for the Rainmaker. It's one of those, but it looks like actually mine will be getting into this game. Looks like we've not got enough time for analysis. Game's on. Both teams have the fire of a 5-game win on them. So let's see which one wants to take it as far as they can.
Wellstring Dredge, I love it. I love it. I mean, that pressure is going to be immense in the mid there. We see David on that Dredge. A little bit of some Dredge, some Reef Slider cheese as well to help control the zone here. And already, as I'm talking about that, they already have that special up, and you obviously have the NZAP as well to be that support, just try to help with the paint and to provide that cooler, but that zap actually quickly going down. And we see here David managing to actually find 2.
Yeah, that was very aggressive of David there to maybe make an attempt on getting the zone back in control. They wanted to take the enemy team's plat. I think that's plat, at least. Pardon me. But unfortunately, the team managed to scatter because you have a lot of ground to fall back on behind that platform. And looks like, yeah, Whale Shark Warriors is going to maintain control of this battlefield for the moment. Tactical is up and active for for this team. Decap goes in, puts a bubbler in a full position to stop painting, forces out the Reef Slider, and Zone actually maintains control, but Five Wishes actually does come back from a little bit of a dicey situation with a good amount of special usage. But now they've not got any special to maintain control. The tactical goes down though, that's very bad.
Ooh, and a quick 1-for-1 trade, at least the Wellstring will at least find the mid-decapitator there, as we see here now 5 Wishes have been able to really dig in, able to take so much control in mid here, David being that Dreadringer, just trying to create even more space. We see a Reef Slider going in, just trying to go in trying to be the distraction for the stamp, and actually the Ultra Stamp is shut down there. The triple strike is going in to just try to maintain control for Whale Shark Warriors, but so far, every punch that they've thrown, the 5 wishes have had an answer for them as time ticks down here in the waning seconds of it. 15 ticks left for Whale Shark Warriors to push in, and this needs to happen now. The Zuka is there, however, will just scare away the members of Whale Shark Warriors, and I believe just like that, 5 wishes strike first.
Yeah, that was a very convincing one. Unfortunately, I do believe that they were just ready for whatever Zura had cooking. Yeah, that was. I think that's a case of getting zoned out. Unfortunately, like they covered their bases well. They didn't leave any flanks open. Like that was a those very risky resliders from David to just use it to push into the enemy backline, well through the enemy line, and just force them to look at him. Because we saw Zura with their hammer turn around and start stamping towards them, only to get shot in the back by I think it was the Wellstring and the shooter. So unfortunately, yeah, Zura picked the wrong target, I think.
I mean, yeah, you just apply that pressure, and I just want to commend 5 Wishes. Their hold was so strong. It was so strangling on Whale Shark Warriors. It did not allow them any moment to really set up a counterattack, because although they didn't get the initial cap onto the zone, once they were able to get control of the zone, they locked it down. I mean, it was really hard for Whale Shark Warriors to try to get in. You saw individual hero attempts from Whale Shark Warriors to get in, but unfortunately they fell a little bit short there. I'd like to see them coordinate themselves a little bit more, just play a little bit more together, because you need to take down that Wellstring, you need to take down that Dredge, because the amount of pressure and space they can take up in a matter of moments is it's very threatening.
Indeed, 5 Wishes at the start tried to take a lot of 1v1s, but the Whale Strike Warriors were very patient and were able to turn them into 2v1s. But they started realizing that it's best to let the aggressive weapons from Whale Strike come to them, because the Dread can afford to stay away from them, and a shooter can afford to just like take another off angle whenever one of them isn't looking at them. But let's get into game 2 with Rainmaker, and I do believe we may see a bit of aggression from Whale Strike here, because this is definitely going to be an interesting one, because they have a very break-heavy comp on their side.
Yeah, and we're seeing some changes here. Kasha going with the Nautilus, with the Splashdown Nautilus. On the other side, David will go with the CRB, a classic as well there, with that Kraken to provide so much pressure. And we're on Undertow Spillway. This map mode in particular, I draw similarities to Humpback Pump Track because of how hard it is to push between the first and second checkpoint. Already, 5 Wishes managed to get control of the Rainmaker. We see that quick backstab. Zura is there, left unchecked, will be the key to your downfall, and still a very nice pick there, as Whale Shark Warriors will maintain control of the mid here.
Oh my goodness, such a clean maneuver. Wait, Zura's gonna get a few. Good jump swing, good delete, good throw. That, again, Zura is doing a lot of get in, get out, and it's working perfectly for them. It's still slowly whittling away at their defenses, despite them coming back. Zura painting for the Rainmaker, and now they're gonna be in a good position to pop. Very aggressive, Taken gets in, gets one, doesn't get another, doesn't have tack either. So be careful, Hammer's ready. Do they attempt a counter push? Hammer's come out and doesn't actually get anything out of it.
Yeah, and I draw comparisons to this to Undertow Spillway being similar to Rainmaker, because this is basically the bunker of Humpback Pump Track here. That little lane there, it is so difficult to push through without any specials, because not only are you at an elevation disadvantage, there's not a lot of space for you to work with here. We see the Zuka being popped by 5 Wishes there, just to try to dislodge this pencil that is also set up here, trying to go in. We see Zura already managing to actually find one. I believe that was a curling bomb kill there. Really well done there. Maybe trying to find another. Finds 2. The stamp is available as well to try to be the spearhead to the second effort push here. As the left side, I don't see any 5 Wishes members on that side at all.
Yeah, Zura's making extremely good use of their kit, and there's a hammer throw kill to top it off. Every single aspect of their kit is getting used here. And the Rainmaker providing excellent painting support for Zura as they attempt to get some kills. Yes, they clean up another frag, and looks like they are going to go back and assist with the Rainmaker. They do. But now they need to be careful, because their main carrier is down. So are we going to see them wait for their Nautilus to come back and pick it up? Zura goes in again, going in for a no, actually does not, elects to not push in through the fire there. Kraken comes out, looking to create some space, does get a frag. and is actually chasing down the backline of all weapons. Yeah, but they do jump out. Excellent move, but now you've got a problem. The CRB is behind you.
Yeah, as you see now, Caution's kind of left in no man's land as they will eventually go down. David being that killer there. Now, with Tacticooler up as well, the momentum should shift towards the 5 wishes as now they are just moving along here, and Kasha yet again falls to David, just continuing to move in here. Now we are we're almost under 2 minutes now as 5 wishes try to move up, but we see here the backstab as well is just there from Zura yet again to stall out their push a little bit as finally the 5 wishes will finally move towards mid here, trying to get control of this and just trying to find an opportunity. Kraken being popped as well to try to find a pick. Healy one might find 2.
Yeah, that might be that was actually a very good pick, but unfortunately it was a pick on a tactical player. They have to break this check, but the hammer's here and Zura's in a corner. Zura has been continuously giving this team the slit on this map, and it's very good. Oh, gets in close. 1 kill, 2. Yes, very good defense, and now both players are left in reset. Careful. Oh, that was very close. Good thing that foul. Is that foul? It's 4. Okay, 4 making a good use of spacing there to stay alive and avoid the decap hitbox. But Zura again is just has been so instrumental at slowing this team down.
And we see here the jump out is a very smart move there as 5 wishes yet again try this left side, try this very hard checkpoint to get through here. The picks though are going in favor of 5 wishes as it's just left for the pencil to run for the hills as now an opportunity for 5 wishes to get the lead here late in this game. The Kraken being caught by David as well. Will actually find Zura there. A very nice, well done. Almost finds the mid decapitator as well, but won't be the case as Keely though Kasha will finally stop that push a little bit. Keely picking off the Rainmaker, but might die to the bubble pop. There it is, and yet again, 5 wishes have another chance at life. Going for the goal here, almost there, 1 tick away. Just a little too short as now finally Whale Shark Warriors are here to stay, trying to put the clamps on this defense.
Yeah, that Wellspring is no joke when it comes to object damage. I'm not even sure if you can check map to see if they have object shredder. I wouldn't put it past them. But at this point, yes, I wouldn't expect a full manual reset here. That is a good move, and especially seeing as that Nautilus had no special charge on them. But now we have a last second situation. No, unfortunately, it is in the... It actually might go into overtime. It does. Unfortunately, nobody is there to stop the Rainmaker pickup. Wait, yes they are. No pencils left alive. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
And just like that, all 5 wishes had to do was touch the Rainmaker, and now we are looking at a potential sweep here from what we saw was a very strong Whale Shark Warriors team, but 5 wishes are just been on a roll here. Another very, very decisive victory, and I want to mention how fast they've been playing. I mean, that push there to knock it down to 1, the constant momentum that they have, the constant go, go, go mentality they had. They didn't give up even when they went down 2, even 3 players. It was just a war of attrition on Whale Shark Warriors' side of the map. I mean, they just were able to keep these spawns delayed, keep them disrupted, keep them disjointed, and 5 wishes it was just a war of attrition that 5 wishes put on, and they did it well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they made some mid-match adaptations there. Unfortunately for Whale Shark, because we saw at the start Zero was able to get in very easily through multiple avenues, but once 5 wishes slowed down a second and started paying attention to where the sploosh was trying to get in. They moved in slowly, methodically, and made sure the sploosh was down before they made any brash or bold moves. And especially with that Kraken, I'm sorry to say, unfortunately, the spectators did not show the brightest light on one of the picks that the Kraken got on Zero trying to sneak away.
I mean, yeah. Also, I want to take a little bit of an aside here. Congratulations to Proceed Parade for sweeping the 3rd place matchup. They are your 3rd place podium, and what well done by them. I mean, they did it against a less than 3 team that seemingly was very, very strong, but they were even stronger there, and they will be your first medalist, at least getting that 3rd place. But now, focusing back to our gold place matchup here, 5 wishes look to try to end things cleanly, and what a map awaits us, Clam Blitz Museum.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, 5 wishes are currently have the pedal on the gas. Wellshot Warriors need to take their momentum and smash it over their knee and do it now. This is your last chance. Like, this is your last chance. Once again, the best way I can describe it: take a second, breathe, understand what you may have done wrong in the small bits. Because again, it can come down to the small stuff. It's always this situation of don't let them get in your head, don't get in your own head either. Just, breathe, think, and go. It's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, as someone who's done competitive gaming for a bit, I know how it is. I've gotten in my own head and I've lost sets for it. But we are in Whale Shark Warriors tournament life here. This is the tournament game for them. They need to win the next 3 games in a row. There is no pressure on there whatsoever. I'm kidding. Right, Clamblitz on Museum del Fontino. I had to cough mid-sentence. Yeah, this is a very classic one, sort of.
I mean, yeah, interesting thing as well I want to point out from the 5 wishes, we see the dualies coming out, which we will see some crab gaming here, which I love to see as well. It keeps up with that backline pressure and can prove nasty with that well string as well, maybe just trying to soften up these opponents and getting in there. We see already the pressure of it going in as we see 4 will get the opening pick onto that mid decapitator here, and we see Crab is already available and just waiting, but we see here a quick 1-for-1 trade. David will go down, but 4 is there to trade them out. Crab is available, like I so mentioned, maybe trying to position themselves on that mid spinner.
Yeah, I agree. Like, Crab on mid spinner here is incredibly lethal and can enable some very, very strong pushes, but oh no, never mind! I was about to say that the Sploosh was in a good position to potentially, cancel out a push, but no, they eliminate both of their front lines and send them packing back to their spawn. Because now, here we go, there's a strong push, specials have all come out. And looks like they are going to attempt to score multiple balls here. But yeah, good jump on the return of on the original pop point of the Kraken. Now it comes down to 60. Are there going to be more points scored? Yes, looks like there are. The whale string goes in, gets some more. Good direct from David. Extremely sharp shooting. Unfortunately, no, the Sploosh gets 2 with the spread. Look down this bush right here now.
Yes, a quick push nonetheless, but quickly shut down. Still, though, a great score, now down to 48, 5 wishes, sending the pace strong, and now you are definitely sweating if you're Whale Shark Warriors, but it's okay, you still have plenty of time to work with here. You have the mid-decapitator bubble, you have the stamp, you have the splashdown in your pocket, just waiting for an opportunity. The pencil could find 4 here, now quickly maneuvering around, just trying to stay alive for their team. 2 players, though, quickly fall for Whale Shark Warriors, but Keeley, off of the back of that, the ball is left unclaimed.
Comes out, takes 1. No! Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, Zura expected David to zig when David decided to zag. And, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, David did manage to get to the ledge and take out 2. Because I don't think they were expecting him there. I think they were expecting Zura to get to him before that. But unfortunately, yeah, this has put Whale Shark Warriors in a bit of a dubious situation. They still have a ball, and they've decided to pick up the pity, which is a risky situation. We need to see them make a very good push, and soon, because they're going to run out of options at some point, and the timer is not in their favor. The timer runs down here, it will go to 5 wishes.
Yeah, 100%. You still have the specials yet again. Keeley, a first pick, though, to really allow themselves to get back into mid, and they need to do it soon. The splashdown is available, however, that powerful crab is there, just waiting for an opportunity, just trying to keep these members at bay. But now, finally, Whale Shark Warriors actually trying to go in, but 4 is still here. 4 actually finds a quick 2-piece there, as now they are trying to find more. A 3K, really well done from 4, and now with a ball being formed as well, Whale Shark Warriors are forced back from mid, and now we'll have to defend it a little bit, but hold on here. A little bit of picks going now in favor of Whale Shark Warriors. It is just an absolute bloodbath in mid there, but in the end of things, 4 still remains alive with that ball and now tries to hold on in this flat.
Oh my goodness, Tekken is a very aggressive. Oh my goodness, that ledge hold was very aggressive and trying to create space. Unfortunately, they do get down with a bubble in their pocket and leaving it back to the wayside. Never mind, they had tactical. It's already back. Oh, it looks like we're getting aggressive here for Whale Shark. They need to make a move, and they're making it now. They do get a frag with the splash damage from the hammer. Are they? Oh my goodness, 2 down. Bubble hit could be huge. No, two key parts of the push have gone down. That's not good. Zura is attempting to make a push on their own. They do open the basket, but is it going to be enough? Do they have the time? Do they have the players? Oh, it's down to 60. Another ball actually makes it close, but they need to be careful. A bomb went off. Nobody goes down for it. This is close. Oh no, there's not an... Okay, it looks like they're gonna have to play for another break here. They can do it. Well, we all know how clutches have gone in Clan Blitz, so we need to see how Whale Shark is able to preserve their tournament life here.
Yeah, it is all down to these final 30 seconds. You see the CRB Kraken is available for 5 wishes, however, to try to shut that down. Overtime will surely be in play here, but David is here like that aforementioned Kraken. Will find one here, trying to go for that ball. 15 seconds left. You have 2 specials available to use. If you're a Whole Shark Warriors, you have that bubble, and you saw that stamp going out now, trying to be the opening, but quickly Keely shut down. 5 seconds left. You need to make a move now. You see a quick pick onto 4 may open things up, but now overtime goes. 2 players are down to 5 wishes, so now you have the bubble quickly taken out, though, by that well string here. Hugo is trying to put the clamps on this entire tournament here, as now it is all 5 wishes. It is their game to lose here. They have all the specials. 3 players down for Whale Shark Warriors, and that will just about do it. The 5 wishes are your inaugural Grand Finals champions.
That was so tragic. I mean that in the most unfortunate sense, because, oh my goodness, you had the bubble to create a foothold, which was great, but unfortunately, you had Tekian jumped into a very tightly clumped Wellstring cluster, and it ended up splatting him outright. He jumped into a cluster that had just barely gotten into it inside the bubble. Like I said, it's one of those specials where you aren't invincible when you're inside it, and it's so tragic that happened, because that kind of just caused the team to fall apart afterwards, because they didn't have a safe space to create to build that push.
Well played, indeed. I mean, I just want to highlight 4. I mean, we saw that was the first time we've seen not Dapples, we've seen Doolies, and they brought it out there. I mean, and they made their presence known. I mean, the quick 3K there to quickly shut down Whale Shark Warriors' push on that map was key, and really just kept the momentum in 5 Wishes' favor. But just like that, congratulations to them. And with that, I think we will be ending things off here.